Hi, welcome back. In this session, I want to start looking at another algorithm known as decision trees. Okay? To understand what decision trees exactly are, let's try and take a very simple example. Okay? Let's take an example of OR. Okay? So, I think all of you already know, if we have x1 and x2 and we have y over here, if both of them are 0, OR says that output is going to be 0. Okay? And if one of them is 1, it is going to be 1, and if both of them are going to be 1, it is again going to be 1. Okay? So, I think we all of us already know what is OR, right? So, if I have to build a decision tree for this data set, how would it look like? Okay? So, basically I would make a diagram something similar to this. Okay? If I have x1, if x1 is 0 and x1 is equal to 1, then I would have to basically then look at x2. If x2 is 0, then I can say my output is going to be 0, and here my output is going to be 1. Okay? Over here I don't even have to look at x2. I can straightway say that my output is going to be 1, right. So, basically this is a very simple diagram for OR table. Okay. So, such diagrams are known as decision trees, okay, because these look like trees and they are helping us take decisions. Okay. What type of decisions? That if x1 is equal to 1, straightway take the decision that output is going to be 1. Okay. But if x1 is equal to 0, then you will also have to look at x2. So, at every point I am having to take decisions. Okay. So, if some point comes to me that is 1 1, what I will have to do? I will have to straightway go here and straightway predict the output. Basically at every point I am taking decision. If it is 0, 1, first I will go this side, right, and then I will go this side. Basically I am again taking the decision whether I want to go left or I want to go right. Hence these are known as decision trees. Right. Obviously, we have taken a very simple data set and we are trying to just understand decision trees. Now, let us try to understand it using a little more meaningful data, okay, little more meaningful example. Now, just consider there is a bank, okay, there is a bank which obviously gives loans to people. Now, some of the people might get a loan, some of the people might not get a loan. Okay, depending upon some of the properties. Now, some of those properties can be income, right, then the loan demand, right. Let's say if you have very high income, then the chances of getting a loan is high, right. Similarly, if you are asking lots of money, then bank will be little reluctant to give you that money, right. So, basically it is based on some properties. Okay. So, bank will be taking decisions based on your properties. To solve this problem, okay, to solve this problem, I want to make a machine learning algorithm. Okay. What my algorithm will be doing is that if someone comes to me with his properties that, okay, I have a very high income, my loan demand is less, let another property be a criminal record, okay, because see, obviously if a person has a criminal record on him, bank would be very reluctant to give the loan. Okay. So, what we want to do is, if someone comes to me with his properties that I am having this much income and this much loan demand and everything, then my algorithm should be able to predict whether that particular person is going to get a loan or not, okay, whether he is going to get a loan or not, right. So, what I am going to do to make an algorithm for this, I will first go to the bank, okay. So, I will go to the bank and ask the bank that, okay, give me the data of last 100 people that visited you, okay, tell me all the properties which I am asking for and also tell me whether you gave that person loan or not. Okay. Then we decided that I want to use 3 features, F1, F2 and F3. Let those features be F1 is equal to income, the income of the person. F2 is, let's say, criminal record on him, whether he is a criminal or not. The third is, let's say, loan demand. Okay, how much that person asked for, whether he asked for a huge amount of money or he asked for less amount of money. And then here we have Y, that is loan availed, that whether you gave loan to them or not. Okay. Let us say bank gave me the data for last 100 people. Okay. So, now these 100 data points I will be using for training my model. Okay. I will be using for training my model. Now someone comes to me with his properties that, let's say he says that my income is very high, okay. Criminal record, no, I am not a criminal. Loan demand, my loan demand is very low. I am just asking for very small amount. I am just asking for, let's say, 5,000 rupees. So now our algorithm should be able to predict whether that person is going to get a loan or not, okay. So basically my data set might look something like this. H, L, L, H, basically high or low, that income is high or low. Then talking about criminal, he might be a criminal, he might not be a criminal. Then we have F3, that is loan demand, okay, that might be again high or low, okay. So this is basically our data set, how it looks like. Loan availed, he might get the loan, he might not get the loan, okay. Yes, no, or we can say 0, 1, 0, 1, right. So this is what my data set looks like. Now I hope the problem is clear what we are trying to do. Basically our problem is of a bank. What we have to do is we have to build a model which is able to predict whether a person is going to get a loan or not. If a person straightway comes to me and tells me that, okay, this is my income, whether I am having a criminal record or not, whether my loan demand is high or not, then we should be able to predict that what are the chances that he will get a loan or not. Okay. So for this, what we are going to do, we are going to build a decision tree. Okay. We are going to build a decision tree according to his properties. We are going to go in that decision, and in the end we should have our answer whether he is going to get a loan or not. So we are trying to build a decision tree for this example, for this problem. Okay. So like there can be many ways to build a decision tree. There can be like thousands of decision trees that can be possible. So I will just simply build one of those decision trees which looks a little more logical. Okay. So let's say we start from income. Okay. So we start from income. Now the income can be either high or either it can be low. Okay. Either it can be high or either it can be low. Let's say income is high, then we will check for his criminal record, whether he is a criminal or not. In both the cases, we will check for criminal. Let's say his income is high, he is not a criminal, okay, he is not a criminal. There are two cases, yes and no. Let's say he is not a criminal, then we will simply say that that person should be able to get a loan, okay, because his income is very high, he is not a criminal. Let's not even look at loan demand, let's straight away give, okay. So this is like one of the decision trees that can be possible. Of course, if you want to check loan demand, we can check that, but I am just trying to build a little logical and just a very simple decision tree. Okay. So if he is a criminal, now then let's check for loan demand. Okay, I am simply writing demand. So demand, let's say his demand can be low, his demand can be high. If his loan demand is low, then give him the loan, else don't give him the loan. Okay, because if he is having a high demand and he is a criminal, there is a chance that he might do fraud. So let's not risk that much. Okay. So let's say if his income is low, is he a criminal? He is not a criminal. He might be a criminal. Yes, no. Okay. Then if he is a criminal and he has a low income, then straight away let's not give him the loan. Okay, because he is a criminal, he has a low income, let's not give him the loan. If he is not a criminal, then let's check for his demand. Okay, let's check for his demand. If it is low, let's give him the loan. If it is high, let's not give him the loan, right? So this is exactly how a very basic decision tree for this problem might look like. Okay, again I am saying very basic because in reality it would be based on some numbers. Okay, that out of 100, 80 were having high income, 20 were having low income, and so on and so forth. Okay, this will all be dependent on numbers. This decision tree will be based on numbers. So okay, so in the next session we will be doing exactly this. For the same problem we will be using this 100 points and try to build our logic based on some numbers. Okay, so I'll see you in the next session. Thank you.